Okay. Hello, 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 hola. God, I don't know why my stream is doing this right now. But of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, baby. Oh, buddy, now's the time I need you to work. Hey, there we go. Okay. And then let me just bring up a browser with the patch notes because, oh my god, these patch notes. So this is going to be a really short stream today. I'm literally just going to check out the changes in today's patch. I'm probably going to upload this as its own video just to like spread the word about these new mechanics, these new options that people can use. Music, so it's not so quiet in here. Okay. Does everyone know I'm live? No, because I didn't post in my own Discord. I always do that. I was mentioned in the Rivals Discord, I'll never find it. Okay. How is this patch so important? Okay, I'm gonna show you. There were a lot of new settings, controller settings added to the game this patch. Let me bring up my browser. Is it this one? Let's make sure. Yeah, it's the only window I have open. Oh, not that one. This one? No. What the hell? Does it not see my Firefox? Oh, wait. Okay, this is because of filters. I was using this to... There we go. Not the right one. This is the right one. Okay. We're gonna go over the patch notes real quick together. How's that resolution? Do I need to make it any bigger? Is that good? I can probably just scale it up. Why not? All right, so Not gonna read over the whole thing, but like, this is pretty awesome. I'm super stoked about this Aether skin, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. I don't have a lot of money to be spending on video games right now, so I'm just gonna use my very large amount of bucks that I have amassed. Also excited for these. I hope these show up in my coin shop soon. Did they do any other bundles while I'm here? Now they've got the I have Sunbear Atlas. Oh, look, this is why you always want to make sure you're updating your creator code. Like, you don't wait until you're about to buy something, because it resets every 2 weeks. And how often are you buying things? Every 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and refresh that code, even though I'm not going to buy anything today. I don't have the money. Please, 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 please support this game if you are capable of doing so right now. These guys really do deserve your support. And I would really like to see them continue working on it at the pace they have been. Skin sales really, really do matter. So we're just gonna go straight into Bucks and buy all of the Lucha Aether stuff. And this is like for someone who is for someone who is very min-maxy minded like I am. I'm making sure I'm buying things that are only available in bundles. For some reason it doesn't load up properly in the preview. I switch colors maybe? No, but I do like the colors. These are very good. High optics. Well, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Is that everything from the bundle? So as you can see, if I ever do decide I have $15 to spare, I can come back and buy the bundle and get all my bucks back. While I'm on that note, I have 40,000 coins. I'm waiting for this single Winterfest Rano palette to show up in my coin shop. Once it does, then this $5 bundle is going to give me over 3,500 Aether bucks. And that's just me turning coins into bucks. I'm not generating any extra money doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh. Yeah, the update post is blocking the game because I'm dumb. That's fine. I wasn't showing anything in particular. I just bought up all the Aether stuff with my Aether bucks when my USB cable has a short in it. So whenever you buy something that's in a bundle, you know, you get that thing back as bucks if you buy the bundle that included it. So like, I'm always fine with spending my bucks on bundles because I know one day I'm going to come back and buy these bundles when I can afford to do so. I have been waiting to buy this $5 bundle. I only have Winterfest Rano left to show up in my coin shop. Once he shows up in my coin shop, I'm going to buy him up for 32,000 coins, and buying this $5 bundle is going to give me back over 3,500 Aether bucks. Like I was mentioning before, my creator code had expired. It says 14 days after entry they expire, so you gotta go. You've got to refresh it every time the game patches, basically, because you're buying something every 2 weeks. New stuff comes out every 2 weeks. So let's go over the patch notes first. well, we can go ahead and hop into training. We're gonna use these new Aether skins. That's not Aether. God, he's got so many skins now. These colors are so nice. So, we're gonna go through the patch notes. New shop items, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Make sure to check out the Twitch Rivals stream later. I'm gonna be checking that out too. You get this palette for free if you watch for an hour. It's a Twitch drop. All right, so the balance changes. It's in balance changes for some reason. This is what's so important. The parry intangibility frames from 90 to 75. That's whatever. I don't care about that. After reading everything else, I just really don't care. Except it is funny that they like they put this in general, where getting thrown will not only restore a single double jump instead of all of them. This makes it less punishing to land a grab with while edge guarding Raster. It's really funny. It's like specifically a nerf to Raster. You know, just another interaction between Raster and Aether that completely fucks up Raster. But we're gonna keep on saying that that's Raster, that's a Raster favored matchup for some reason. I don't know why we insist that, but it's not. Anyways, no air dodge and tumble is a new control setting. This one's a little harder to explain. So where are they gonna have these in controls? Probably advanced controls, right? Yes, okay. So the official description is that normally if you release the shield button while in tumble, you will air dodge. This setting disables that functionality, allowing you to tap the shield button to tech instead of needing to hold it. When this setting is enabled, you will need to flick your joystick to exit tumble if you want to air dodge, or set it to either air grab or the air parry button to, or set either air grab or air parry to air dodge. No air dodge and tumble isn't that big of a game changer. This is just for specific people. If you get like launched, I can like do that in training real quick with like, I can show what it does. No, you should be a wrestler too. I'm trying not to make this too long because I'm gonna just chop this up into a video, I think, real quick afterwards. Sorry, I shouldn't be avoiding. Yeah, I'm on patch notes right now. Okay, so for this specific setting, let's get you down here. No, let's get you down here. We're going to set you to, oh, you're gonna maybe forward strong. We're gonna have him floor hug. And we're gonna set my damage to, I don't know, maybe what's gonna do this? 50%, I think. That should put me in a tumble. I think so, at least. Okay, yeah. Let me set that up with a save state so I can show what it is. This will be really interesting. So wait, why did it launch me so much further before? Oh, because of the drills. The drills. Oh no, the drills. Okay. Is that gonna kill me? No, that's perfect. So here I am mashing shield button. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me turn on input display. So you can see SH down there. That's the shield button. With this new setting turned on, I'm mashing shield and I'm not air dodging. Now the point of this is to, when you're in tumble, you gotta be careful because if I set him like right here, maybe this will work. When you're in tumble, I gotta set him a little further. Or lower my percent, that could help. I'm trying to do a... Can I get a wall tech here? No. Well, I'll just have him... I should be able to do it off of the drill, actually. Yeah. So the point of it is that you can air dodge while you're in tumble if you're not in hit stun. But now with this setting, if you are in tumble, you cannot air dodge until you exit tumble. And you can exit tumble as easily as all you have to do is flick your stick. There's like a thing in Melee where if you flick the stick back and forth in the air, you'll exit tumble while you're outside of hit stun, because you can be in tumble and be actionable. In Rivals, like, you just press any button to do that. But if you release shield, you'll normally with the setting disabled, you will do an air dodge, which can really mess you up if you're trying to. The main place where it messes you up is if you're trying to like get to a. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it here. Maybe if I DIN. So that was, I have the setting turned on, so, but that's like the main thing you would do with it. Let me turn the setting off to show you what I'm talking about. So with node air dodge and tumble turned off, which is the default. Sorry, I'll read chat in a second. I just really want to show this like single thought before we move on. No, he doesn't need damage. I need damage. And he's gonna floor hug, and he's gonna counter with a strong. Okay. I think actually let's get the this is perfect. So here we can see my hit stun window. Am I gonna? Yep, okay. So right now I am in tumble. I am both actionable and capable of doing an air dodge right now. Okay, so if I air dodge on the very next, if I press my shield button on the very next frame, it's not working. I'm stupid. But see how you can do an air dodge there? With that setting turned, with that setting turned on, you can't do an air dodge like that without flicking the stick first, and that makes it so you can't accidentally air dodge when you're trying to. Here, can I set this up to work right? So if I... Is it release now? Yep. So let's say I was trying to tech the floor there, but I accidentally pressed it a little too early, and that can mess you up, like doing that. If you, in that same exact situation, so you only have to be pressing, you only have to press 20 frames before hitting the floor. So same exact situation, I'm now pressing my, oh, not yet. I'm now pressing my shield button. I tech the floor. You only do the air dodge when you're in tumble, when you release the shield button. So if you hold the shield button, you get the tech that you're looking for. if you release the shield button too early, you accidentally get the air dodge instead of the tech you were looking for. With this new setting, you can change it so that you can never air dodge while in tumble. So you'll never get those accidental presses. So that was like the most confusing one, and the rest of them are really, really simple and really, really good. Let's cover those real quick. So the next one is suppress dash attack. This setting will prevent you from dash attacking if you aren't holding forward, and will store the attack input until your dash ends. For everyone who was, you know, struggling with just trying to get a forward tilt out, this is the change you need. Okay, bro, they want to remove the permanent doubles queue to make the FFA cruise queue more populated. We are cooked. Yeah, I will probably post about that at some point, because I'm not the biggest fan of this rotation thing that they insist on trying to do, but we'll talk about that some other time. Okay, so advanced controls, we're turning on suppress dash attack. Dash attacks will be locked out when not holding the joystick forward. So, you know, before, whenever, by default, whenever you are doing a dash, whenever you're in dash, if you press an attack button, if you press the attack button, you'll always do a dash attack, right? But you know, sometimes you're just trying to walk forward and do a tilt. With this new setting, let me turn on my settings. So with this new setting, I'm starting a dash attack and immediately releasing the stick to press the A button. Look at that. I got a jab. This is so huge. What it's doing, here, well, I can show you what it's doing exactly. It's storing the input. This is the suppress dash attack setting. So normally, you know, whenever you are in dash, if you are in the dash state, no matter what, and you press the A button, you do a dash attack, like no matter what, right? With this new setting, they removed that. This is fantastic. This is awesome. What it means now is you only do dash attacks if you are dashing and you're holding forward. So let's say, you know, you are in your you're in your dash state, which, you know, when you're in your dash state, you cannot use tilt attacks. This is just one of those restrictions of the game that makes movement so interesting. Trust me, it's better off this way. So you're in this dash window for 14 frames. You're committed to, well, I just did a baby dash on accident. So we're in our dash window. I have to use a dash attack if I want to attack in this setting or in this state. But with this new setting, now I'm not holding forward. You can't see it because I'm not doing it frame by frame here. I'm holding forward right now. If I were to press A, I would do a dash attack, but I'm releasing forward and I press A and it did exactly, hold on. I was doing it earlier. That's the second time I've done this where I've messed up the explanation. Okay, so that's me doing it there. I'm doing a startup of a dash, releasing the attack button, or releasing forward, just pressing the attack button. It waited until my dash finished to start a jab. So you can do this with the tilt stick too. I'm assuming, at least. Let's try that out. So let's start a dash. I'm holding forward on my tilt stick now. It's doing a dash attack. Fuck. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it looks like it's still going to do that. Does it work for... Okay. Okay. So it does work for up tilt. It works for down tilt. It looks like it might just restrict it for forward tilts, just because it's still technically holding forward. Let's try it again. But I was getting it to work as expected with my tilts. My up tilt and okay, let's try up tilt. I'm holding up tilt right now, and it's not doing anything, which is good. It waited until the dash finished to do my up tilt. All right, we're in dash again. I'm holding down tilt now. You can see it. I'm holding down on my right stick. It waits for the dash to finish to do my down tilt. Let's try it again with forward tilt. I'm assuming it's gonna, yeah, it still does dash attack. Maybe they'll change that later, but like where it's at now is really, really huge. You're gonna get so many less accidental dash attacks. The way that you can start a dash and get a frame perfect jab, a frame perfect tilt, that's huge. Okay, so that was one of the other main settings we were covering. I'm gonna leave this one on. This is awesome. Oh my god, I'm leaving this one on forever. Okay, the next one. This is a setting that I have personally requested like 300 times. This is a setting that I had to personally request because I was setting up something in Steam input that was letting me do it in game, but was technically not allowed because it was a macro. We now have the ability to make it so rolling only works on one stick or the other, or you can hold both shield buttons to not be able to roll at all. So this is something I've wanted forever. You can set your left stick to only roll, or you can set your character to only roll with left stick input if you prefer to DI with your right stick, or you can set it to right stick only if you prefer to DI with your left stick. So if I set it to left stick only for starters, I think, yeah, we can use his jab as a an example, I think, here, as long as I can get him to do it. It's actually easier to have Clarin AI to show it off. Clarin there makes this very easy to show off. Okay, so we're gonna set her up to floor hug. Is she gonna hold shield? I think we're gonna have her hold shield. It doesn't matter. I think we can just have her do this, and then her counter option is she's gonna do an neutral air. Let me test that real quick. No, okay, let's get her to hop into shield. Oh wait, because I set it to shield option, my bad. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want. So the first setting I chose was, you can't see it because I have to turn on input display. The first setting I chose was, by default, for, you know, the last year or so the game has been out, you have been able to roll with both your left and your right stick. With this setting, you can choose to only do... I don't want to restart, I just want my shield back. The wrestling ring is so good. Oh my god, the skin is so good. Edalus players are literally spoiled. So yeah, in default, you have to use both sticks. Now you can choose to disable it for one of the sticks. The reason this matters, let's get Clarin to attack us. Let's see, she's doing, okay. I'm gonna save state here. Can I go into my shield? Yeah, okay. So here I am, just, we're just standing here. I'm not doing anything. No inputs right now. So I didn't really move from where I was. Now, I'm holding in left. Oop, no, bro. Get into shield first. I'm in my shield now. I'm holding in left. Wait, did it not work? I swear to God, this is how you get it to work. You're supposed to be able to shield DI. Hold on. Oh, maybe she has to be doing the... Let's see. Well, now I'm getting perfect shields. Great. Well, that was what I needed right there. Shoot. Can I get you to do that again, girl? Okay, I should just do this. Oop. Okay, holding in shield. See how I got knocked back there? Now I'm holding in on the right. Oh my god, I can't get shield DI to work. You gotta believe me. Hold on. How do I normally get this set up to work with her? Oops. Oh, wait, can I have her? No, I don't think I can I? Hold on, let me see if I can figure out a good setup for this. Apparently I'm dumb. Forget what I said. You're supposed to be able to shield DI, but I don't know how to set it up. But that's fine, because what we ultimately wanted was the other setting anyways. The fact that I can DI while doing that. The important part is... I'm setting it to right stick only. Gonna go to this stage with platforms. Look at that. God. No more roll. Keep in mind my hand is broken, so I'm trying my best here. No more accidental rolling when you're on a platform. I'm like just beating my stick mercilessly, and boom, I'm just falling off this thing. It's going to be a huge boon for your movement. You definitely want to get used to only rolling with one stick or the other. If you really, really, really insist on not taking roll off of your left stick, totally fine, totally understandable. Just take it off of your right stick then. You don't need it on both sticks. Let yourself have shield DI. What else was there? The next one. But I promise you, please do this. Either take rolling off of your left stick or take it off your right stick. Do one or the other. It says patch notes. Oh, okay. So only left stick can do shield DI. That's a bummer. Oh well. I thought for some reason that this patch meant, or that change meant they would be able to do it. Well, that just gives you even more reason. Here, check this out. Okay, let's get her to do, let's do shield DI with, how do I do my setup again? We're going to have her floor hug. She's going to neutral air us. Thanks for looking that up. Neutral air. Not right now, girl. Okay. Okay. So I am doing full, did you see that? With my setting changed to me not being able to roll with my left stick, I can shield DI in without accidentally rolling. You can just hold that shit in and it's gonna work. Here's me without, let's load the state. So here's me holding shield without any input. And now here's me just straight up holding in, rolling be damned. I'm not gonna accidentally roll. I DI in completely. And I can do the same thing in the other direction. God, this change is so good. It's going to increase your, it's going to make movement way easier. You're not going to my controller's short. You're not going to accidentally roll. You can like wiggle. Hold on, let me even show you. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time with my display on. So I cannot roll with my left stick, only my right stick. With it sets to only being able to roll with my right stick. Okay, this is me shielding with no DI. This is me shielding with DI in. In fact, let's do it in a way where, okay, so with this input, I would have rolled. No roll, and I'm just DIing in. We'll do it with DI out. Normally, you could do this by holding your direction in like really, really early would be a good way to do this. But in this case, I would have rolled in this situation, but instead I'm just DIing out. And then, like I said, look at my stick go crazy. Like, look at the movement you can, my hand is broken, so I'm like doing my best here, but like, look what you can do here. Just by wiggling your stick, you can impress all your friends. And then when you want to roll, you just use your right stick. Okay, so there's one last major change that's going to be a huge deal. So I'm keeping that setting on. Out of all the settings we've done so far, I've kept 2 of them on. What were they all so far? So we have no air dodge and tumble. I'm keeping that one off. Suppressed dash attack, we kept that one on. Right stick only with roll setting, and wave dash assist is turning on. Let's bring up the patch notes again for this one real quick. Where's my patch note? Oh. Okay, so for the wave dash assist, this makes you wave dash if you're holding shield at the end of jump squat, allowing you to wave dash out of shield without releasing the shield button. This is so insane. With wave dash assist on, all you have to do to wave dash is hold shield and press the jump button. They have made, look at that. Oh my God. Let me turn on my inputs. Literally all I'm doing is holding shield and pressing jump. And I'm getting wave dash after wave. This is insane. Absolutely insane. People are gonna complain about it. They're gonna be like, oh, it makes the game too easy. Whatever. This is like one of the most annoying inputs to have to do. And now all you have to do is hold shield to wave dash. I'm gonna try to, this one I might not keep on. We'll see. I'll try it out over time. You have to, like, because if you want to jump out of shield, you do have to release shield, which isn't that difficult, but there are going to be situations where you accidentally keep doing that when you're just trying to jump. So, like, I'll see how I feel about this one. This one's a maybe, but the other two, only being able to roll with the right stick. And, you don't do dash attacks if you aren't holding forward. So big, so big. And it works with your right stick. So remember, for the dash attack setting, the requirement is you will not do a dash attack if you are not holding forward. Normally, when you're in a run state like this, you can just literally let go. This is something you are able to do no matter what. But if you are starting a dash, this is where it's the most important. When you're starting a dash, I've released forward. I now just press the A button. And I did a jab. So I am in my initial dash state. I cannot use tilts right now. I'm going to go ahead and buffer an up tilt. I'm not holding forward. Well, let's clear that out one frame. I'm not holding forward anymore. I'm holding my right stick up for an up tilt. I'm not doing any attacks. And I get a frame 1 up tilt out of my initial dash. Absolutely insane changes that they made to the game today. Oh. Hold on, girl. I just want to look at the armor. God, this is so cool. Stand up. No, you can't. It's in training mode. I can do this. Oh my god. He's so cool. Okay. What's his, I'm assuming his forward air is a trophy. Oh, it's the chain. That's so cool! The chain fists. Alright. God, I swear to God, I'm gonna become an Daedalus main. Unfortunately, this does not read my mind to determine that my raw F-tilt from standing was intended to be F-tilt and not dash attack. Yeah, the one, like, annoying thing about it is that it doesn't fix, like, the main issue of trying to, like, just get, like, those out. Which is fine. Like, I'm sure that they will add that eventually. That does seem like an oversight. This patch is, like, for everyone, man. This is literally the best patch this game has ever dropped. Oh my god. Okay, have we gone over all the settings? I really did want to just make this a short stream, a really, really short one. Oh, there's one last thing we have to check out. So, as y'all know, I'm a Raster main. You can't see my levels in training mode. So before, you had to come in here and you had to go in and do adaptive as Raster to get his tilts. The way that it worked, like in the code, was that you know, you do an input for a strong attack on the ground, but Raster doesn't have strong attacks, so it cancels that strong attack and does a tilt instead. So that's why attack stick used to not work for this. Is you were just trying to do a tilt. you're telling the game, hey, I just want to do a tilt attack, and the game is like, nuh-uh, you are in initial dash, you can't do that. But if you are in initial dash and you told the game, I want to do a strong attack, it's like, okay, you can do a strong attack in initial dash, that's fine. Oh wait, Raster doesn't have strong attacks, I'll just let you do a tilt instead. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You no longer have to use adaptive right stick to get that. You can just do attack and it's fine. This is huge. Mainly because it means I can finally play random again. I couldn't play random because if I got my main, like, you know, there's a 1 in 15 chance I get my main, but then I can't play him because I have attack stick. All the times I would like be playing a different character and then switch over to Raster, and oops, I forgot to switch my stick from attack to adaptive. Now I don't get to use my right stick. You don't have to worry about it anymore. That's done. It's gone. This patch has given me like every quality of life thing I've ever wanted from a plat fighter. And again, all I can do is like stress how great these devs are and how much they deserve your support. I'm begging you, please, if you can afford it, buy any bundle in the shop right now, even if it's like the $5 pallet bundles. Like, I know you guys have probably read the news that they just laid off 8 of their staff. They're not a very big team. That was a lot of people they had to let go. I have no worries. I didn't think I was going to get into like a big talk about this, but I am not concerned for the future of this game because I know that as long as there are passionate people working on it, that this game is going to be, you know, developed forever. If it's literally, if Dan Fernacci ran out of money, and he had to dissolve Aether Studios, Dan would continue to work on this game. Dan would continue to hire people out of his own, like, I don't want to say Dan's money is our money, but this is just the kind of guy he is. He's very passionate about his game. The rest of the developers are very passionate and they're going to do whatever it takes to work on this game. And I think that that really does deserve our support. And if you need a creator code, you should use creator code bird guy. Please, 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 please use creator code bird guy too. If you don't know how to use a creator code, you come to the in-game shop, you press start, choose support a creator, you type in BIRDGUY. And now you get 5% back on all real money purchases you make. I get 5% of that, and it tells. Thank you so much, Dr. Optics, for using creator code bird guy in the in-game shop. I really like that. My stream overlay tells me when people use the code. But yeah, it tells Aether Studios that, like, when I ask you things, like when I show you things like this, it means that the creator program is working. I'm showing you the cool things you can buy. I'm showing you the cool new things they just added to the game. I know there was like a lot of talk about, well, I'll stop using creator codes because it means that they get more money when I make a purchase. Technically true, and you can do that if you want, and I'm not even going to blame you. That's totally fine. But you do want to let Aether Studios know that you are being convinced by creators that this game is worth spending money on. That's the point of the creator program, is that we are advertising this game to you. So whatever your heart desires, just ultimately, please, I implore you, please support this game. Please support this studio. Buy a copy of this game for your friend. I think that's everything I wanted to cover today. We went 50 minutes. That's still kind of long. I have been working on my video. I thought creators get in-game currency rather than real money. No, we actually get real money. Yeah, we get 5% back on, like, so if Dr. Optics just made a $15 purchase, 10% of that is $1.50. Dr. Optics gets half of that back as Ether bucks, so they get 75 Ether bucks for that, and I get 75 cents of that, and all that adds up over time, and that does come to me as real money. just to be fully transparent on like how it works. Oh my god, optics. You're spoiling me. Again, thank you so much for this. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Aether Studios. While I've got you guys here, can I show it? Well, I don't feel like bringing up my whole desktop. It's too much of a hassle to do that. But I am working on a video. I have it about 40% done. It's kind of a big one. It's going to be 16 minutes long. It's discussing... oh, man, I might have to add... Well, I guess I don't necessarily have to add a section to it because I plan on just chopping up what we worked on today and tossing it on as a YouTube video. I'm probably going to go do that right now, actually. Yeah, so just please look forward to, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my, or follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RennyRen. My YouTube channel is Soulbird Guy. I'll be uploading the video sometime this week, I'm sure. We are getting very close to 1K subs, so I'm looking forward to that. I buy a lot of bundles, but will buy a lot less if they go through with the doubles cube replacement. I mean, let them know. I will probably post something about that in the, the note board, because I don't think we should be rotating those specific queues, but I have a lot of thoughts about why is this patch so important. Oh boy. I was just finishing up, but I can show you really quickly. Let's go into training. Let's just do Clarin. Clarin lets me show everything really quick, and we can do this as a quick we can do this as like a quick summary of everything that came out in the patch today. My controller, my USB cable has a short. Like, guys, I am so broke right now. My hand is almost done healing. I'll be going back to work soon. I'll be able to afford nice things again. Okay. No, it's fine. I'm gonna go over it real quick. Let's turn on Clarin bots. Okay, so in advanced controls, they added no air dodge and tumble. We'll go ahead and turn that on for example. Suppress dash attack. You can change which sticks you can roll with. And they added wave dash assist. So we're just gonna go over all of those really quickly one more time. So the first one was, it's probably the most, the first change is probably the most, what's the word? Niche. It's the no air dodge and tumble setting. So typically when we can probably have me set to 50%. And if you have questions, let me know. We're gonna set me to 50%. I don't know why I did that one unit at a time. We're gonna have her floor hug, and she's going to counter with a strong attack. Forward, strong. Okay. Oop. That's perfect, but we'll save that state. So typically, when you are knocked into tumble, I want to DI up for this too. So here you can see I have 53 frames of heavy hit stun. I'm gonna hit the floor before that runs out. Here, let's do this. No, let's just increase my percent. It'll be a lot easier to show. Let's see how 75 works. Okay, yeah, I should exit hit stun. Yep, perfect. So right now, after your hit stun ends, you go from the hit stun state, like the hit stun heavy state, into tumble. In the tumble state, you are actionable. Let's go ahead and save state here, just to show. See, you can do nairs, you can attack, you can jump, you can air dodge. Well, you normally can air dodge, but that setting is preventing me from air dodging. But if you hit the ground in tumble, remember, you're fully actionable. But if you hit the ground while in tumble, you'll go into knockdown. Typically, you know, when you are in tumble, you are going to tech the floor. That's like what you're normally aiming to do. Sometimes you won't tech on purpose. But because you are fully actionable in this window, well, air dodge is a little different when you're in tumble. When you are in the tumble state, you do not air dodge by pressing the air dodge button. You air dodge by releasing the air dodge button. You hold the air dodge button while in tumble to guarantee that you get that that tech there. When you have the no air dodge and tumble setting turned on, no matter what you do, you cannot air dodge while you are in tumble. So this prevents accidental air dodge. Like in this point where I am right now, it would be possible for me to accidentally air dodge instead of getting a tech, leaving myself wide open. But because I cannot air dodge in tumble anymore, I'm guaranteed to get that that tech. Before, you would literally you would hold the shield button to guarantee it, and you can still do that. But if you release the shield button too early, you would accidentally air dodge instead of teching. But with this setting, you can no longer accidentally do that. Here, I can actually, there we go. So this is what would happen without that setting. Oops, I didn't mean to air dodge. I wanted to tech the floor, but now I'm like wide open for like 20 frames. But now with that setting turned on, the only way that you can air dodge while in tumble is to wiggle your stick to exit tumble. You can exit tumble by just wiggling your stick. So here's me, I'm holding, you get the air dodge because you're no longer in the tumble anymore. But while in tumble, I'm holding air dodge, and if I had the input display turned on, you'd be able to see. So I'm holding shield, I get the tech. I'm in fall state now. Oops, I air dodged when I should have gotten the tech, but I messed up. This just prevents you from messing up those anymore. The next setting, that first setting I'm probably leaving off just because it's muscle memory, but I can see how it would be better to turn that off for some people. The next setting is probably the biggest one, well, the second biggest one here. We'll call it the second biggest one, the suppress dash attack setting. For this one, you know how often you would like start a dash and all you would want to do is jab, but you would accidentally do a dash attack? That is no longer in the game anymore. Now you can only do dash attack, or with this setting turned on, you can only do dash attack while you are holding forward, which is an absolutely fantastic change. Let's see, we're gonna do this. So here I am in my initial dash window. I'm holding forward. This is what you would normally do. You do a dash attack because I'm holding forward. But now I am no longer holding forward. Watch what happens when I press the A button. Nothing's happening. You can see the A button's turned on. Nothing's happening. But at the very end of my initial dash, the moment it ends, I get a jab. And this works with your right stick too. So let's do the initial dash. Remember that you cannot tilt out of initial dash. Now I'm going to hold right on the up stick, or on the right stick. I'm not doing anything right now, but the moment my initial dash ends, I do a frame 1 up tilt. I'm in my dash window again. I holding down on my right stick. Frame 1 down tilt. And like the fact that it stores the input is huge. Like, look at this. I'm on frame 3 of my initial dash. I'm holding down tilt. I just buffered that for 11 frames. I can get a frame perfect down tilt from like across the stage out of an initial dash. Okay, so that one's pretty simple. We can explain that one pretty easily. The next setting is my pride and joy roll setting. This is, like I was saying earlier, this is the roll setting. This roll setting is my baby. I was actually playing around with something very similar to this thanks to Steam input. I brought it up with George, the community lead, and asked him, hey, is this legal in bracket? He explained to me, no, it's not legal in bracket because it's technically pressing 2 shield buttons with 1 shield input, but instead they ended up making it an option you could just do in the game. By default, you can roll with both your sticks, left stick and right stick. Ultimately, there's not really a point to being able to do that. You really only, most people only roll with one stick or the other stick. So there's 2 big benefits to putting it on your, to making it so you can only roll with right stick. The first benefit, see, we have her set to forward strong. We want her to do neutral air now. Okay, so the first big benefit so first off, I'm going to show you, here's me shielding her neutral air with no input. So that's completely normal. That's how it used to be. Now here's me shielding her neutral air, but look at the recovery window. 16 out of 18. In the original settings, if I were to input right on the stick right now, the moment I throw out my shield, I would roll. But because I can't roll with my left stick anymore, I stay perfectly still, and I have essentially buffered shield DI in. I can do the same thing in the reverse direction. You can just buffer these shield DI. You can like even do them incredibly late. Here's me shield DIing out. So that's like the first big benefit. The second benefit is that you're just not accidentally rolling anymore. Like it makes plat dropping after a waveland incredibly easy. Like so easy that a guy with a broken thumb is doing it. Like just look how much I'm beating the heck out of my stick when I do that. And it's just working. I'm not getting any accidental rolls. You've got to forgive all the other accidental inputs, like my thumb is broken, I'll say it 1,000 times. Where else did I want to go with that? Oh right, there's one more setting. So that's my pride and joy setting. I love the roll setting changes. This is like the coolest thing they've ever done. But there's one more really big change. It is the wave dash assist. This makes you wave dash if you're holding shield at the end of jump squat, allowing you to wave dash out of shield without releasing the shield button. So how easy is it to wave dash now? It's this easy. Look at how in the controls, I am not letting go of shield. I'm just holding shield and mashing jump, and I am wave dashing. Look how incredibly easy wave dash has become now. And these are all settings that like I have been begging for. Rivals 2 is really out here proving that they are the next generation plat fighter. Like there's no reason not to have these settings, and well, as you can see, they agree. This setting is really useful. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on yet. I'm going to try it out for a little bit. It does have the issue of making jumping out of shield a little hard. Like you'll accidentally get... sometimes when you're trying to jump out of shield, you might accidentally get a wave dash. But I can definitely see how someone would prefer to have wave dash assist on. So I'm going to play around with that one for a little bit, but without a doubt, 100% definitely set your roll to be only the left stick or the right stick. I recommend the making it your right stick because you can only shield DI with your left stick. Yeah, you should turn on wave dashes. You can turn on wave dash assist to see if you like how that feels. It definitely makes wave dashing a lot easier. No air dodge and tumble. I'm gonna keep that one off just because I have the muscle memory for it. But I can see how that would definitely be helpful for someone who accidentally air dodges when they're trying to do when they're trying to tech. And then suppress dash attack. I see no reason to not turn this on. Suppress dash attack is an incredible setting. Literally, just you do not do a dash attack unless you are holding forward. That is all we've ever wanted. Okay, so I think I've gone ahead and covered everything cool from today's patch. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this stream up into a really short video that I can post on YouTube just to show off those new changes. I've done my spiel a few times already, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for now. I will see you guys later. When my thumb is fully healed, which it's only gonna be like, I think maybe a week now. I've gotten my last surgery. It's feeling pretty good. I'm going to start streaming again. I have a 16-minute video coming down the pipeline that should be out later this week. And of course, join my Discord. I'm constantly active on my Discord. Follow my YouTube channel, or subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss the video when it comes out, so you don't miss this video when it comes out, you don't miss my streams. Follow me on twitch.tv/RinnyRin, and that is everything.